Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Pretty excited by this special delivery from Born Primitive. They've just got into the hunting line, and I got to speaking with Joe from Born Primitive when I was up shooting tack the other weekend with Dan Staten. So I went online and bought a pair of their pants in the heavyweight. Let's open this up and we'll have a look. So here we are, the Born Primitive Frontier Pant. You'll notice that this is in a solid. This is their Coyote Brown. It's the heavier weight pant, so this is the Frontier, and I think they've got a Frontier Light. I'll put some links down below. But all my hunting gear is in camouflage, and I only wear it for a couple of months of the year. So this will be a nice change, a pant that I can wear both out in the field but also around town. On first looks, it appears to be put together pretty well. One thing that I do notice on a lot of the gear that I buy, there's always a couple of frayed stitches and things like that, and I can't see any of that on this pant. So well done on that front already, Born Primitive. I noticed on the back of the hems there's an extra layer of material, also on the knees and then in the seat. So certainly for those colder and dewier mornings, that should add a little bit of extra protection there. Look, I understand they designed this pant with Aaron Snyder to be somewhat of a technical style pant, and it certainly appears that way. There are lots of pockets on here. On the front, both sides, you've got two hand pockets and what I would call a set of keys or a lighter pocket on either side. I do notice as well in the corner of these front pockets some extra material. So if you're, I don't know, running a pen or a knife clip over the top, a little bit of extra protection there on the material. And on the left-hand side, they've got another one of these slip pockets, but then there is also a zip, which is super handy to lock away some of your more valuable stuff. Being a heavier weight pant, they have incorporated these hip vents, which is nice. Just a straight pocket on the, that would be the back left-hand side, and then on the right side, they've got a zip here. So, look, all in all, my first impression, these look like a great pant, and I'm looking forward to getting them out in the field and giving them a go. I bought them in a 34 regular. I'm an average dude, and I typically run true to that size, so we'll see how these Frontier pants from Born Primitive hold up on that aspect. But I think the next step here from me is really to put them through the ringer. But anyway, this is the Frontier pant from Born Primitive. Let's get into it. I'll report back in the next couple of days. So I got a few miles in the pants this morning. I really like them. Well put together. Temperatures in the mid-60s at the moment. They say this is 60 and below. I did open up the venting on this hip vent to see if there's a difference between the two sides. It is a bit cooler, as you would expect. It's not uncomfortable by any means, but I think once this got into the 70s, this heavier pant probably not suitable. But certainly from 65 and below, this is a great pant, and I'm walking up some pretty steep stuff, and I don't feel uncomfortable in them. Taking them through some of the thicker, scrubbier stuff around me here. Haven't had any signs of wear or picking or tearing on the pants itself. So from that aspect, they appear to be put together really well. I do like all the hip pockets and the ones on the back. They've really thought about this pretty well. If there's one thing that would maybe push me away from wearing these while I'm hunting, they are a little bit loud. Now, I don't know whether that'll come out after a wash or two, but just as the crotch sort of rubs beside each other, and then as I made a couple of the technical climbs up some of the scree, just has that sound. You'll know the sound when you've got fabric that rubs against each other. When I get down to the bottom, I'm just going to throw some of my leftover water, see if they wet pretty bad or whether they just shed it. But let's see once I get down to the bottom. We'll see if they absorb any of that water. It looks like they are wetting out a little bit. Still feels relatively dry on the inside, but that has wetted out. So probably not ideal if it's really wet. Look, all in all, love these pants. Shout out to the guys that put them together. If you like the material, like and subscribe, helps me out. We'll check you on the next one.